The Gauteng Education Department says more mobile classrooms will be delivered to Soweto's Thubelihile High School. It's in White City in Soweto. Parents have threatened to shut the school down because of the poor state of the building. My colleague and fellow eNCA, that's Heidi Giokos, spent the morning in my hood where I grew up in White City in Soweto this morning, but she's back in the studio. How bad are things at Thubelihile? Good afternoon, Heidi.
Very bad, Bradan. We were alerted that parents, SGB and pupils would be protesting today, so schooling would be suspended for the day. And this is to get the attention of either the Department of Education or the Department of Infrastructure, as they have been needing to teach and learn in these conditions for 5 years. What we do understand is that there was a 12 million rand contract that was awarded and the school was going to be built and complete. That stopped halfway, and this is when the Department of Education decided that it's going to bring in these mobile classrooms, which have now also deteriorated to a point where some don't have windows, some doors don't close, there's no electricity that's being directly provided to the actual mobile classrooms. The bathroom facilities are completely dilapidated. It's in a complete mess, and you wonder how these pupils have been able to achieve almost 100% matric pass rate last year in these conditions. They are still in rotational learning because they do not have enough mobile classrooms for them to be able to accommodate the over 1,000 pupils that they have. We got a chance to speak to two of the pupils that have said they are extremely frustrated, but they remain relentless because they feel as though that they need to be able to understand and be able to be taught in this environment, despite the fact that it's extremely challenging. When it's summer, it's very hot. When it's winter, it's very cold because it's not a proper...
And when it's raining?
Yes, and there's just no proper, it's not a proper facility. But they say they go ahead and they try and do their very best, which shows in their marks. We got a chance to speak to two of them. Let's listen to what they had to say.
The school itself is vandalized. Nothing is great. It's bad. Since from grade 8 till now, nothing has changed. I mean, it's almost 4 years here at Thubelihile. And what's worse, that Thubelihile has been performing every year. They're upgrading their marks each and every year. But then still, we are not recognized. Nothing is changing. What's going on? Because we are trying our level best. Our marks are on the top of the chart, but then nothing's happening. Why? Why us?
And just tell us what you are hoping government to do with the school, how difficult it is for you to be taught, but also the intervention you want to see from government.
I wish the government could at least come and help us with the school, you know. That's all we need. Fix the school. That's the only thing we ask as Thubelihileans. Fix our property so that for us, okay, I understand that we are the last ones. I'm a grade 12 learner, I'm going out, but then there's still another generation coming. They have to have a better learning. Not for us only, for the kids as well. It's not fair for anyone. Learning in this such environment, no, we cannot agree on this.
And then maybe we can come back to you. Maybe just tell us, you're out of school now because you guys have decided to protest and not go into the school. This is affecting you. You're still on rotational learning. Are you hoping to go back anytime soon? How is this going to affect you?
Yeah, we're hoping to go back in school because now even we're starting to write, but so we are doing this so that people can also help us, so that the government can help us build the school and come back.
You know, Heidi, just two quick comments, and you don't have to respond. I grew up in that neighborhood. And when we were young, we were marching and protesting against the apartheid government for better education, for better schooling. And this is 2022 in a democratic South Africa. You spend 12 million on that rubbish and you're calling it a school. Okay? Anyway, what did the department have to say?
So we got the department to actually come out to the school, Bradan, and I think this meant a lot to the SGB and the parents and the staff at Thubelihile High School, because they have been writing time and time again to the MEC of Education in the province, Panyaza Lesufi, and they are saying that they have just been ignored. For the past 5 years, they have been pleading with the government to intervene and to provide a solution. They have said during COVID, the pupils were literally sitting on top of each other. They had no space to social distance. They had no space to do and adhere to the COVID-19 protocols. What we've been told by Steve Mabano, who's a spokesperson for Gauteng Education, they will provide additional mobile classrooms by the end of June. They have given that timeline and that deadline to the parents and the SGB, but that's not the solution. The solution is for the Department of Infrastructure to come in and finish the school that they said that they will complete. 12 million rand later, there's no structure. You literally walk into the classroom, there's no roof, half of the roof has been blown off. Already the walls...
12 million rand later.
Yes, if you can just see this picture here, already the walls are starting to crack and wither away because of the weather conditions, because they weren't built properly.
There's no glass pane on the windows.
There's absolutely nothing.
Unbelievable.
But what's interesting here is that the Department of Education, it's a disgrace, and the Department of Education has basically said, we've left it up to the Department of Infrastructure to finish this. We've told them what we need. The money has been allocated. Now the contractor has... The contract has been terminated with the contractor because they weren't satisfied. But 5 years later, why do you only intervene when pupils have to go outside and protest? And what's interesting here is that you have education saying we should not disrespect the curriculum. But how do you continue this disrespect of allowing pupils to be in these classrooms and to concentrate and to pass and to understand their curriculum when you don't provide proper structures and proper facilities for them to be taught in? We got a chance to speak to education spokesperson Steve Mabona, and this is what he had to say.
We have budgeted appropriately for this project to be implemented, but you will understand that education, the focal point is in the classroom. We don't deliver buildings, but we've got an implementing agent, Department of Infrastructure. On this one, we really need to say, regrettably, they could not finalize this project, which we understand that probably now the contract has been terminated because of the delays and all other reasons that they would put. But as education, we have then resorted to delivering mobile units. We have started with that process already. We can confirm that we did receive necessary approvals for the mobile units to be procured.
Steve Mabona from the Gauteng Department of Education, ending that update from Heidi Giokos.